I can't hear anything.
How about now? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, wow. This whole time, people have been just kind of standing there looking at me going, what I was saying was, thank you, Kayla, for joining us. Thank you, Ray Lindquist, for joining. Pierre, thank you for joining. I hope I said your name right. I appreciate each and every one of you. And Bobby, thank you very much. I appreciate you for popping in as well. Please, everybody, give this a share. You just never know who this information can help out. And I guarantee you got a friend that's out there right now that's needing to find something new, find something different that's going to help them out. And Susan Peterson is watching with us. Thank you very much. Dan, what's up, my man? Good to see you. Thank you for popping in. We are just
Some
getting ready
weird
to
hair
go
shit
live.
happening.
Well, actually, I guess we are live. And Corey Tolley, my brother, he is watching with us. Thank you for showing up tonight. Let me just get this out here. I'm going to go over and share this real quick. So please do the same thing. I'm starting to sound like a broken record. Share, share, share. So Chase
No,
Justice.
I want to get to 15 shares. So help us. If you're watching, that's my goal. 15 shares.
Oh,
So
15
help us
shares would
get
be
there.
absolutely epic.
15
I
shares.
think what,
Come on.
we got up to what, 9 last night? 9?
Yeah, 8 or 9.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Our
we
record
gotta we
is
gotta
12.
yeah, our record's 12. We haven't touched that in a long time. And I would really, really love to kick that in the pants tonight. John is on the line with us. And Charles, what's up, my brother? How you doing? Uh, at some point, I'm assuming that I'm going to see this come up. So how's your day been? How have you been doing today?
Good. Good day. It was
Okay.
a good day. A lot of piddly stuff. I had to go get an ultrasound on my leg. I've got this weird lump on my leg, and I don't
Oh.
like it. I don't, it's almost like as if I developed a muscle. Like it's sort of like that if you rub the side of my thigh, like there's
Hmm.
but if you like kind of, but you don't feel anything there. It's really weird. But anyway, that's a stupid thing. But good day. It was a good day. A lot of piddly ass stuff, but some days are like that. Is it a
Is it a baby
baby
on the
in my
side of her
leg?
leg? Wow. What
But no,
do you got?
because I just had like all my insides removed about a month ago. So no baby there.
No babies. Well, if I guess if you could develop a baby anywhere, it'd probably be in the side of your leg because it's not going to be anywhere else. But
Yeah.
anyhow,
Ah,
so hey,
Sadie, thanks for
Dave
joining.
is
And
on with us.
Dave,
Yes.
gut scoopage. Oh, that's a nice vision. Thank you.
Wow. Yes. Awesome. So are we ready? I
I'm
kind of
ready.
spent I kind of spent a little bit of time writing again. Um, I do that sometimes. I get my color crayons out and I just start making these pictures that look like letters. And I can read it. Other people, not so much, but I can read it pretty well. So I'm just going to go ahead and read my chicken scratch coloring over here, okay?
Okay, you do it.
Charles, thanks. Yeah, it's not assessed, I hope. Yeah, we pretty sure it's gonna go away soon.
Yeah.
So, six human needs, part two. So we
Hope you took
start
the
part two of
test.
our. Yes, I hope you took the test. And if you haven't took the test yet, you can always go to gritandgracetv.com and you can take the test there. But we start part two of the six human needs on Grit and Grace TV with a quote from the book The Art of Uncertainty by Dennis Merritt Jones. When we look at people who have done or are doing great things in the world, it's obvious that they have, one way or another, accessed the seed potential of greatness from within and brought it to the surface. Over the course of the next hour, Lynn and I said it right, Lynn and I will explore along with you the second human need on the list, uncertainty or variety. We will discuss how understanding this need and how it falls in the priority of our day to day lives that can help us to be creative and enjoying those little surprises that seem to pop up from time to time. Join us and be part of tonight's show by sharing your thoughts. Please do. Please comment below. Let us know what you think. Please be part of the show because you are very important. So, what do you think, Lynn? How about we get started?
I'm
Let's
reading the
just start it.
comments. I think it's great. Didn't do the homework. You can go to our website and it's there forever, but we just like to add a little extra to it. So no worries.
Yeah, yeah.
We won't fail you. Yeah,
Never.
never. That was great. That was great. So,
Okay, yeah. So just brush it off like you didn't. No, whatever. Okay, so let's get going.
uncertainty, variety. Um, last night we covered certainty. People just, you know, I see people that will be stuck, paralyzed, unless everything is absolutely mapped out, everything's organized, they don't do anything. These people tend to isolate themselves a lot. Um, I used to be that way, which is really weird back in my 20s. I didn't like routine. The routine changed. It like freaked me out. They're not dead people, Dave. But now we're talking about uncertainty and variety. And now I've totally switched over to that. Like I thrive on that. I want something different. I want spontaneity. I want variety. I think that, and that's where we can learn things is in variety. New experiences come to you. You're always doing that, new experiences.
Oh my God, it's going through this today. It was freaky. It was scary reading this. It was like they took a page out of my biography and said, "We're gonna just put this up there and
The
be a human need."
study CJ. They're studying you.
Oh yeah, it was nuts. It's and the funny thing about this is I never saw this as a human need so much as just a personality trait. Something about the way I like to do things. We discussed last night with certainty how I didn't like routines and going to the gym and all that kind of good stuff,
Yeah.
or creating routines when I go to the gym and things like that. You got that look on your face like
Weird
something's going on.
noise. It was like a train was going by all of a sudden. And I don't have
Oh,
zippers. So that it wasn't
yeah.
me tonight.
Oh, that might be me moving around today. My fault. My bad.
Yeah, it's you.
Anyways, I
Anyways,
didn't hear that. So, anyways, like I was saying, I pretty much said yesterday, I am not anything like the certainty person and this, that, and the other. I don't like to do the,
the same thing.
I don't, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm getting these private messages from a gentleman who was just watching the show, knowing that I am live on a show right now. And I appreciate that he's excited about getting me on his show to interview me. But unfortunately, I
Now's
am
not the
not going to
time,
answer
buddy.
you. I am not going to answer you while I'm actually doing a live show. So
Yeah.
please be patient. I will talk to you after the show.
Okay,
And
don't pay
if you
attention to
remember,
him.
I said, I would get to it. I just won't do it right now. I
Tell
can't.
Glenn to chill.
Maybe I should just jump over on the computer and multitask with them. How's that sound? No. Anyways, so like I said, I don't like certain. I'm not a certainty type of person, but when I was reading through uncertainty and variety, it was like they were just hitting everything, starting with the beliefs, your personal beliefs, and
But it's not a trait. It is actually a need because that's how you grow, right? That's how you're going to grow and expand because that is our purpose here, right? To be the best we can be, to grow. So without variety, if you never leave your home and you never do anything new, you're going to die. You're going to die. You have to grow. It's grow or die, basically. So it is actually a need. You do need some variety. So
oh, for sure.
but I love how, yeah, you messaged me and said, oh my God, this is freaking me out. You have to have different experiences and challenges. You have to, and with that comes different emotions that you go through. You're going to experience joy and excitement and happiness and sadness. And if you never experience anything new, then you never don't experience love and you don't go through all those things, right? So it's intellectual, it's physical, it's emotional. And you absolutely need that. It's your emotional well being needs variety. Now, how much you need definitely depends. I mean, I don't want my whole life to be an unknown, chaotic whirlwind of, you know, just chaos. And I don't know what's going to happen from one day to the next. Like, you know, cue the George Michael. So, yeah, absolutely you need that. So, how does the belief serve you? You relate to this variety. I'm surprised it's not your top need. Oops, I let that
That,
slip.
but see, the funny thing is it wasn't my top. I'm going to let the cat out of the bag on that one.
It's
This was not
not
my
your top
top need.
need.
No, it's
No,
not. But it
but the
almost
other
should
ones.
be in some ways. The other ones I think are better, but this one here definitely is. It did rank high, so I will tell you that much. So it
Mine
serves you
did.
because you do have many interests. You're always upbeat. You think the best of people, and I fall into that all the time. I'm that person that I believe that everybody is inherently good, and it
Me
takes
too.
time for them to weed themselves out for me, and I give them a lot of room. I give them a
Oh, you and
lot
me
of room.
both. You and me both.
So, and the other aspect of how this serves you is you interact with people really well. You're able to make friends extremely quickly, and you're able to hold conversations with people from all walks of life. And that's the main things that serve you with uncertainty is you're just more of a free spirit.
Hmm. And yeah, you don't get bored, I think, because you can always find something new. You can always, or if it's too much, then you could get bored too easily. Absolutely.
I've never been bored with too much of a good thing. um, but yeah, you're absolutely right though.
That's what
There's
it is.
times where yeah, but there are times everybody gets bored from time to time. Everybody goes through that moment
Yeah.
where if they're in a situation where um, maybe you've been doing the same thing for a long period of time. It's eventually it's got to end, and typically it's about the time where you start running out of steam with it, and you just kind of like what, I'm just tired of it. That's about the time that it's you're bored with it, you're done with it.
I have to read this. Many major success stories start with, I never meant to do this, or I never thought I'd do this, or I had nothing to lose. This is another see more comment. And an opportunity came along because I was in a place where I hadn't been before. Absolutely. And I think this is the need that's going to rank high. Well, this and two others that I won't mention, but I think this is one that definitely will rank high with entrepreneurs that because you don't know what's going to happen when you start your own business. And it, and that is what's going to definitely help fuel you because you have to. You're killing my ears. What are you doing? Sounds like the Cookie Monster is like. Am I the only one that's hearing this sound? You just did
Apparently
something
not.
and it was weird. I can barely hear you now. You screwed with your
Oh,
sound.
I tried to fix my mic.
Oh, don't do that. It
Okay,
was
I'll
good
leave
the
it
way it
alone.
was. Don't screw with it.
I'll leave it alone.
Um,
Mama slapped my fingers.
yeah, you need this definitely. I think this needs to be a trait. I think this would be fascinating if you haven't taken the test. Go take the test and find out if this is. There's Cookie Monster again. It's the most bizarre thing. But for some people who this is ranks really high and is super important, those people too can get super bored. Nothing is enough. Like the adrenaline junkies, they're always trying to find that next high and something different and something new, and they can become bored. Oh, now we got loose wires. That's good. And they can become bored. So the principles, if this is really high, and it's actually getting in the way, you've lost some principles. The principles you lose sight of is to have balance in your life, and you do need to have some balance. And that's why we usually say with these six human needs, you have two main needs you operate from. the way you move through life, the way you talk, the decisions you make, the choices you make in your life. Ah, way to go, Ashley. Took the test. So you got to have balance where the priority is stability and some responsibility, because again, you can't just be like all of one of these, because the other needs are going to suffer. So you need to have that balance in your life. um, you know, especially when it comes to relationships, those people who tend to have uncertainty, well, no, not this one and another need, if they're really, really high, it could be really tough for their partners. Yes, Dave, go. So it's necessary to really focus on subjects and tasks that aren't particularly interesting, uh, to get rewards, to try and find another way to get a reward that isn't like feeding that high need, because we want to balance things out, right? Because it's not healthy really if you're always searching for that variety, because you will get bored and you'll find the people around you are boring and you'll never be satisfied. So it's really to meet this need but in another way that's a little bit more balanced, so you can't lose sight of that.
So, what are some of the consequences of losing sight then?
Well, the consequences, people will feel they can't count on you because maybe you're running here and there, and you're those people that uh, sort of see what's coming along that's better. I think we kind of all know somebody like that. They don't really commit because they want to wait and see if there's something better that comes along. They won't don't
I've
fully commit. You're like that.
I've been guilty of that myself. In fact,
I
I
think
have done
everybody,
that.
one point or another.
I've even done that within the last year where I was just gung ho on a project, and then I just lost passion for it. I lost the concept of what this project was all about, and it just for me, I guess here's the problem that I see when I come into something like this with the focus issue. If something is too far out in advance, so say you plan something for 6 months away or a year away. For let's use podcast movement for example. If someone told me today that next year I was going to be speaking at Podcast Movement 2018, I'd be excited about it. I'd be just stoked and jazzed up about that today. I would be excited about it probably a month from now. But getting 3 months down the road, I'm going to start losing that excitement. I'm going to start losing that passion, and I'm going to start looking for other things to do in between time. And chances are those other things to do are going to take precedence over that engagement in 2000, later on in 2018.
I
So
don't think that's the
that
same.
is
That's not the same.
it's very much the same because I think it's the same. In my opinion, I think it's the same because I do that a lot.
Oh, okay. Do you?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
CJ.
If you push something too far out in front of me, I will be excited about it. I will do everything I can to get to a certain point. And then when I get to that point, I just start losing interest because I'm bored with it and I go somewhere else.
I think that's a little bit different, though. It is a little bit different. I get what you mean, but um, that's a different character thing. I think this is much more the flighty, fly by night, never commit, you know, gotta be free. And you're not like that. You commit to stuff. Like you commit to stuff. I mean, I don't totally
Yeah.
know you, but I've
In the
seen you
moment,
commit
I
to
always
stuff
do.
and follow through. I mean, you show up to our shows, so there is some commitment there for sure. But if it's people feel like they can never count on you because you don't ever commit, you don't show any kind of responsibility. That's more the trait from somebody who thrives, that has variety and uncertainty as a high need in their life. Now, um, you might be involved in too many things. These people can be too overcommitted, too stressed out because they are trying to cram all that in. There's that fear of not having enough variety. That's a consequence of losing sight of of the variety principle of having this. These are the people who just up and walk out of jobs without thinking of consequences. Mm,
No,
no, because they
I
were
don't think so.
doing that like every other day. This is a
Because
little
I've
bit
done
more.
that.
This is, yeah, I've done that too. I worked in a
Yeah,
shoe store.
just
That
I
was the
wasn't.
shittiest job ever.
Yeah, just not happy with it.
I
Just like,
hate feet. And there I am in a shoe store. What the hell?
what were you thinking?
I was young. I was a teenager. These
Yeah.
people are really careless about everything. So up and walking out of a job, um, it's a bit more than that. These people are really careless with a lot of things when they lose sight of getting the need met in a positive way, because we will, and we tend to get our needs met in negative ways, just like kids, right? They'll be bad and but they get your attention and they don't care. They're getting your attention. They don't care that you're yelling at them, that you're like telling them to go in the corner or, smacking their butt, or they don't care. They're getting that attention. And we as adults do the same thing. So it's to be conscious. If you feel like people make crack jokes that they can't rely on you, and oh yeah, so and so, yeah, you're going to show up, or I'm not going to ask so and so to help me because, they'll have some reason, or that's more what I'm talking about. I think, you can change your mind. If you do have a crappy job, you can get up and leave. And I think it's much more of a whole, not just the odd thing, not the odd act that they do. So, uh, you're trusting, you're optimistic, which makes it easy for people to take advantage of you. Studying, memorizing, sitting still is difficult for people that have this as a top need, because they feel like they can't sit still. They don't want to be the boring people, right? And it could be a challenge in a career. So yeah, they may leave jobs often or get fired, or you can be really unfocused. So those are the downfalls. If you feel that, if you're thinking, oh shit, that's kind of me, then it may be time to find another way to meet that need for variety and uncertainty, a way that's positive, which is absolutely possible.
So how about we talk about some of the characteristics of these people? With like the focus, the energy, the health, and what they should avoid, things like that. How about we dive into that and kind of focus on that for a little bit? Because I know, like I said, when I was going through this, I thought they were writing about me. This was like writing out my biography, and it was really kind of eerie, and it was kind of scary at the same time, because after reading some of the negative aspects of this, I was like, wow, gosh, is that really how people perceive me? Is that really how I'm showing up? And it's kind of like when you sit and watch Napoleon Dynamite and you feel a little bit weird about watching it, because you can identify with one of the characters, whether it's whichever character it is, you can identify with one of the characters in that movie, and you feel a little awkward about it. That's the way I felt reading through this today. It was a little bit awkward. So,
But see, that just shows how we're more alike than we are different, because we we all have to have these needs met, so we can relate to all of these six human needs. And I can relate a little bit to last night we covered certainty. I can relate to this one rates higher for me, because I do crave variety and uncertainty, and if it's going to be the same shit every day, I don't want it. So things to focus on. You know, the focus of these people is excitement and change. It's on new, it's on interesting, challenging. Um, you're always thinking about the next thing to do, the next thing to do all the time. So the problem with that is you're never in the moment. You're never appreciating what is happening right now. And and then time just flies and it's gone. And you haven't had a chance to capture those things that happen in those moments. So that's where the focus goes for people that have this as a high need. And when we talk about this, this is like, that's your top need. So if you're just joining us and we're covering the 6 human needs, we have a test on our website. You can go take the online test for yourself. It's gritandgracetv.com. Click on show resources, look for 6 human needs test. You can take the test and find out. And that's what we're covering in these shows. So energy, energetic. So that's me. Like I'm energetic. I can go, go, go. And like if I have to take a nap, it's because I don't know, I got 4 hours sleep like 4 or 5 days in a row. Like I can go, I get bugged, like take the batteries out of your ass. Because I can go, go, go. And like, and I don't get the people who go to bed at 9 o'clock at night. Like I don't get it. Like I saw someone posted on Facebook the other day something about they just said, I don't get people who go to bed at this time. And it was like 9 o'clock. And someone said, well, when you're 43, you'll understand. I'm like, what? I commented and I go, I'm 48 and I still don't understand people that go to bed at 9 o'clock at night. I
But
have
then
a house and
again,
I have a kid.
the people that don't understand, the people that get up at or go to bed at 9 o'clock, are they're the same people though that don't understand why people get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and go to the
Yeah,
gym
that's just
or go
crazy.
running or right, exactly. So it goes both ways. There's a lot of people that will give you that explanation that, hey, I like to wake up at 4 a.m. in the morning and get out there and start my
But
day with a good workout. And then there's those
I,
other people. Oh, go
I
ahead.
could, I totally could. I could get up at 4 and I could go till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh,
Energy's not a problem. I just don't
absolutely.
want to get up that early. Like who wants to get up that early? Especially people that go running. Like you're running
Right.
at 4 in the morning and it's raining. None of them have smiles on their faces. Do you notice this? They are
Yeah, I
not
do.
happy about it. They don't have
I
smiles
pe-
on their faces.
People that run in general, I don't ever see really smiling. They always have that kind of look on their face. Anyways,
Yeah.
going back to energy, it's that that energy does help though in understanding that you're this way or this is one of your priorities. Being able to leverage that energy, being able to get stuff done, you know waking up, say, even if you're waking up at 7 o'clock in the morning and going till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, knowing that you're going to have that sustainable energy, it's very easy to really accomplish the tasks that you need to have done. All right, Dave, thank you for going and taking that, brother.
We got him curious. I want to know what your top 2 needs are. I know you barely can sleep. Yeah, energy, energetic. But you need to focus your energy. Absolutely. For some people, that's tough. You've been very good at it getting ready for our shows with doing this. You've been very focused.
I'm telling you, I took the test. I know where I'm supposed to be putting my energy now. So we're good to go. And now going into health, and you know, you'll see people like this,
Growth
and
and
they do like
love.
to stay fit. They do like to stay fit because being fit helps provide them or sustain that energy. So one thing kind of feeds the other, and like to be involved in all sorts of activities. At one time, I was playing, men's league ice hockey, and then in the summertime, going right into softball. So it's when I saw that, I was like, oh yeah, softball, golf, hockey, uh, motocross, you name it. It was always doing something, always trying to be active. Oh, and then throw in the gym and things like that. And it was like, yeah, okay, I get it. You need to be healthy so you can have the energy to be able to be focused. So one thing, yeah, it should almost be reversed. It should almost go health, energy, focus, not focus, energy, health.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I didn't write the PDF up, so
I'm wondering, I'm wondering people who love that scary shit, which I don't understand, what if they have similar top needs? Because that is excitement but it's not
Mhm.
because Dave doesn't have uncertainty as a top need there. I wonder what the third one
Wow.
is. So for health, you stay fit in order to be involved in all activities. Yeah. I mean, if you've got the energy, definitely depends on what you want to do. These people avoid habits at all cost, hate routine. They don't like to be involved in relationships that restrict them from new challenges. Yeah. This will tend to be a high need as a teen. Your needs will change. Contribution is third. That's interesting. Um, when you're young, this is going to be more because, your needs are going to change. They're not going to stay the same all the time. You can change them or they will naturally change on their own as your life changes, priorities change, all of those things. So if you don't like your top needs, which we have to have them all met anyway, you just function highly with your top two needs, then, but they do change. They do change.
You know, and I wouldn't be surprised if you took the test 6 months from now if they've changed already, or even
If
six
things have
weeks from
changed
now.
in your life.
Yeah,
I
if
remember the
there's
first
there,
time it started to snow. I was out for a run. I felt like such an athlete. Contribution, growth. Oh, what else? Contribution, growth,
see more
love.
again.
See, now isn't
I
that
don't.
interesting? Don't you think, CJ, watching this? Because you and I know what our top two needs are, and
Yeah,
you're saying we
exactly.
know these people, contribution and growth and love. Hope it doesn't change. Well, it doesn't have to change, Ashley. It doesn't. If you're balanced and your needs get met in a positive way, then they don't need to, right? You have the same top three. Well, that doesn't surprise me though. And you'll see as we go through it. So you're gonna have to join us every freaking show.
And Janet, feeling like an athlete. I don't feel like an athlete until the next day, and
And
that's
you're
not
sore as
because
hell.
right, exactly, and it's not because of the hangover. It's because I overexerted something that I probably shouldn't have overexerted. But
The
but
worst is
anyways,
when you sit on the toilet and the backs of your legs hurt when
well,
you sit down.
you should be watching Netflix on the toilet. That's you never bring an iPad or a phone into the bathroom with you.
The
That's just
backs of
horrible,
your legs.
horrible. So that's one of the things you should avoid is sound dirty. What?
Oh God. Okay,
Anyway,
let's
everybody brings
continue
their phone
on.
into the bathroom.
I
So
don't
what to
bring my phone into
avoid?
the bathroom. Like I don't.
So we talked about avoiding the light. So avoiding. Oh, thanks a lot, Dave. Appreciate you, man. So we avoid a life of habits and routines. I don't like to be involved in relationships that restrict me. And you're absolutely right.
I already
How
did
many
that one.
times? I know you did. That I was trying to talk
Trying to get
about it
back on
as
track.
well. Right, trying to reset. So in avoiding boredom, we talked a little bit earlier about avoiding boredom, and well, we all know what a routine is. They suck unless you absolutely need it in your life. But apparently, guys and women, everybody who is looks for these varieties and all that kind of stuff, routines suck. So
I need
some of the
Kleenex.
strengths,
I'm
you
crying.
crying, Dave, you got her to cry. You got her to tear up. So
Oh my
tear
God.
count one to Dave. So tear count one to Dave at the Hollow Nine Network. Thanks for showing up, brother. Um, Strengths, enthusiasm, independence, fun to be around. Yes, that's a huge strength. And a lot of people you'll see a lot of people in sales with this as one of their top human needs because in those are also personality traits that really are strong in salespeople. Easy to talk to, fun to be around, able to converse with anybody. Those types of things. And
Yeah,
natural.
they're leaders. They're
You'll hear
leaders.
people call them natural born leaders because they have the
Hmm.
ability just to take control of a situation and show people how to do things. And
Yeah.
And
Yep,
that's
they're
huge.
playful,
That
they're optimistic, yeah, definitely. Great strengths, great strengths. So, it's all in the balance, right? They have a certain communication style too. You want to
uh,
take it away? What do you,
dude.
I'll do it.
No, I was just looking at Dave's comment. He's like, dude. You're welcome. I always love throwing a little shout out to the Hollow Nine guys and ladies. So, anyhow, yeah, communications. We like to take talk about different projects. You know, here's what I found though: if you talk about different projects too often, people will start to believe that you can't settle on one thing. This was a huge topic or a huge
Mhm.
problem in my marriage at one point. I love to tell my wife about the different projects that were going on, and she didn't like to hear about them. So it actually became a point of argument for us. She's like, just pick something and freaking stick to it. That was one of her big complaints about our
Mm.
early on relationships. Now that she understands me a little better, it's no longer a problem. But those that's the way we communicate. That's one of the things that we use. We don't necessarily, want to talk about ourselves so much, but we want to talk about the things we're excited about doing or the things that we're excited about having going on.
So I wonder if these people are like DOMs. I wonder if that's a high need variety.
What's that? Dominance? That's taking the
Dominatrix.
show in a whole different direction. Holy crap.
Well, that just popped into my head, right? I just think about
Uh-huh.
different kinds of people. So that's when because it's how you communicate to those people too, right? If you understand their needs, then you can communicate with them a certain way. So it's just understanding the different people and what they do. So communication. So the people that communicate, the, the words they use often are fear, instability, change, chaos. These are words that you'll hear them use often. Entertainment, suspense, like all those heightened words, right? Exertion, surprise, conflict, crisis. This is the communication style of people that have this as a high need. Stress, they get stressed when they don't have time, right? But this is because they're filling up their calendar and they're doing things all the time, all the time. They have to keep doing things. So they get stressed out. Routine, but then the routine stresses them out. So you're walking the fine line. You're getting sidetracked
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was looking back and forth a little bit.
reading it.
So yeah, the routine life stresses people. Now, I don't know. I think uh, knowing how stress enters your life, if this is the type of person or type of need that is high on the priority list, knowing how stress enters into your life, it's absolutely vital to understand this. This one here is probably one of the my favorite ones to point out, and that's mainly because when stress starts going up, all those other things, the energy, the health, the everything else starts coming back down. You
Yeah.
stop being able to communicate. You stop being able to really progress. And so to be able to understand where stress can peak itself into your head or into your life, that's key to be able to recognizing those triggers ahead of time to be able to take action against them to start eliminating them. um that's so
Mm.
yeah, it's stresses can be, but then again, stress can also be a good thing. Align your
Well, it
chakras.
can low levels of stress, but see, we stress isn't just this one thing. We all
Right.
stress for different reasons and it comes from different places. For these people, it's when they're told to follow this routine, do things this way, anything that's going to be their fear, anything that seems monotonous, they can get stressed about it. They'll get defensive about it if people trying to inhibit what they're doing and their need for adventure and hold them back,
And
right?
that's where
So
and that's where you'll start seeing their defensiveness coming up too. Is when people start, what are you doing? Are you
no,
not getting
I'm
me
reading
now?
Dave's comments. Sorry, no, no, not what you're saying. I'm reading Dave's comments.
Oh wow. Okay, I thought you were like, yeah, whatever. So so I get defensive when someone
No.
attempts to impose their routines, or schedules, or restrict our social lives and things like that. So yeah, and you see that a lot in people. You see that a lot in people. In fact,
Yeah,
Dave the Clown.
yeah, you
And
do.
I think that's one of the. I mean, I think this one here pops out more regularly, um, as one of the human needs. I mean, because this defense mechanism, you see it a lot, especially in couples that maybe are younger couples, and maybe
Yeah,
he wants to go out and have drinks with his buddies, and she doesn't necessarily want him to go out because whatever the reason, maybe they don't have the money to spend, or whatever the reason is.
yeah,
That defense, you'll see him jump right into that defense mechanism. He'll start getting upset because you're limiting his ability to go out and hang out with his buddies.
yeah,
So this is one of
yeah,
those, I think,
exactly.
that can pop up at different times through whenever.
This tends to be more of a bit of a chaotic life. If you know
Yeah.
somebody that their life seems a little chaotic, it's this. They're running after the adventure and running away from certainty. So again, it's the balance, right? These are the people that are going to do like jump out of a plane and, off-roading, and they're the thrill seekers. They're always looking to be thrilled and excited, but they are happy. They have energy, they're happy, they're the fun people. They come up with the ideas. They're like, they're the ones that are like, let's go skinny dipping. Let's
It's funny how you
whatever. They
went
come
from
up with
skinny
ideas.
dipping to, hey, this is a daredevil, but yeah, he wants to go skinny dipping. Yeah, they like to
Well,
feel
that's pretty
exhilarated. They
daring.
love feeling exciting. And
Yeah.
they adventurous and just be full of joy and all these kind of things. They love the happy times. They're good time people. And most of the
Good
time,
time.
if you have some of these good time people in your group with you, you always know who the person is who's the party animal. That, hey, we want to have a great party. Who do we enjoy? Or let's go get Dave to join us. He's always a good partier. Yeah, sorry, Dave, I had to use your name. Anyways, but that's, that's the kind of things that come out because they are that fun to be around, happy go lucky person.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'd rather surround
Exactly.
myself with 5 of them rather than 10 people that are just always just whatever. I hate
Downers.
the Eeyore types. Eeyore types
Sure.
irritate the shit out of me. Certainties, in other words. Those are the Eeyores. The
Yes.
uncertainties are like your Bugs Bunnies and your Daffy Ducks.
But you want to know that you can count on people too, though, right?
Yeah,
Like if
absolutely.
if it's somebody, this is their top need, their life is a little chaotic and you don't feel that you can count on them. They're fun, but they're for certain things. You also want to have the people that you know that you can count on, like when shit hits the fan, or you got to move, or you're having a bad day, or I don't know, something that you can count on these people. These are probably not the people, but you don't want to generalize either, right? But still, it's
Well,
all
if
about growth and balance.
if I was going to hire a team and I needed a project leader, someone who could come up with ideas, this is the person I would hire. But if I
Oh,
wanted
ideas?
someone,
Yeah.
yeah, if I wanted someone to be able to finish the ideas and stay on task, though, that's when I would pair the uncertainty type of person up with the certainty type of person, because together those two people could probably conquer the world
Or kill each other.
or kill each other. Well, I mean, the certainty, they're gonna, because yeah, they'll probably kill each other.
I didn't think
uh,
that was that funny.
it was actually funny because I'm looking at this and I'm like, I'm the uncertainty person, and my wife is a certain person, and the fact that I haven't woke up with her with a claw hammer over my head a few times, that is absolutely impressive to her ability to maintain her control. So,
Mm.
so growth in balance. So now we know we're the uncertain type of that the need for uncertainty is one of the top priorities in our lives. How do we leverage that for growth and balance?
Yeah, because it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's to have that need met in a positive way, but that also is good for other people as well, right? So the goal is to be able to have roots, to have some stability, to have some permanent relationships. You want, you want to be able to be there for people, right? That's what makes a difference, having these relationships. But you still want to be able to have that variety, that excitement, some of that adventure in your life. To be able to take care of yourself, you don't get too stressed out, you don't get run down. You want to be able to take care of others. It's a tough one if you have uncertainty and love. That would be tough because that could be a tough one if you're always searching for variety. Might be a little tough. But anyway, um, need to be a little bit a better judge of character sometimes for these people. Need to live a little bit more in the present than the future. Because, like I said earlier, like you're not going to enjoy the moments. It's going to be, whoa, like what the hell
Yeah.
happened? So that's really the goal. The goal for these people, this is what you need to, for that balance in your life, to try and slow down a little bit, is form those roots. And even if it's one person at least that knows they can count on you, absolutely be there, do it. Say what you're going to do. These may be the people who don't do what they say that they're going to do because they're always waiting for the next best offer, better offer.
Right, right.
Mm.
So what I have no idea where I'm getting. This has been one of the. Have you ever had one of those shows where it just seems like everything is against you? This is that show for me. So thank you everybody for hanging in there and just bearing with me. Wow, Lynn, you absolutely rocked it. But for tonight, for some reason, I have no idea where the hell I'm going next. So what to do? I need to focus more on the present. Apparently, that's what I'm going to say, and less on the next adventure in the future. I need to create a stable, harmonious environment for myself. I thought this was it. Apparently, not so much tonight. So, wow. It's like I said, reading this tonight, it was like eerily scary because this was like everything that I need to. This should be my study guide for the next month.
So you're feeling really self-conscious now, like
Not
somebody's
really.
watching
No,
you. Oh, okay.
no, I could care less about that.
Oh, okay.
I
Okay.
love the fact that people are watching us. That's the thing. I would rather a million people see me self-destruct on a show than one person.
Oh,
That's or than nobody.
careful the challenge you put out there. Careful what you wish for.
Well, it goes without saying. I mean, we are who we are. We don't change who we are for the show. We don't change who we are for our family. We don't change for people we work with. We are these two people that are sitting here in front of everybody. So
Yeah, we laugh and cry together. It's
screw up
fantastic.
one at a time, apparently.
We get private
At least,
messages while we're doing a show.
right, exactly.
Anyone else keep
So
losing the feed? Are you losing the feed?
yeah, you just have to refresh. Sometimes it does that for some reason. You just refresh and it pops it back up.
Weird.
I noticed
Okay,
that.
so
I
what
noticed that yesterday.
interferes with the goal? What interferes with the goal? If this is your top need and your goal is trying to have some, like constantly, it's you, Dave. It's you, my friend. Ben.
So
Weird.
what you're saying is Dave constantly interferes with the goal. Okay, so
No.
so there are an infinite
Interferes with this
number of
goal.
new so
Go
there's
ahead.
an infinite number of new and exciting experiences that are open to all of us, and it's difficult to choose among them, and it's even more difficult to stay with what you need to focus on in the present. um yeah, it's anytime you lose focus, obviously it's interfering with your goal, it's interfering with your ability to, you know, create new ideas or move forward or be
Hmm.
excited or about whatever you're doing. So
Yeah.
it's
These
really,
people too will focus too much on themselves. Could be a little bit selfish just because they're trying to get that need met so bad. So,
yeah,
it's focus on the goal and where can you add the certainty just to balance things out a little bit. Again, it's not bad. Like it's not bad, any of it. It's just to find and and the last thing is to get other people to help you, right? So how can other people help you? Because we are not alone. We are all in this together, and it's really just better understanding. And you can get other people to support you in this. That you're wanting to build a little bit more stable relationships and friendships with people. So ask people to help you. So what can others do to help support people that have this high need? Are you reading messages or?
yeah, I was reading messages.
Okay,
Like,
I'll finish it then.
it's okay.
How can others support you in your goal? If this is your top need, you're watching this, and variety and adventure is your top need, ask others to help balance you a little bit. They can support you by encouraging you, praising you when you want to stick to a task. Set a goal of what it is that's going to be a little bit routine in your life and ask someone to be there to hold you accountable in that you're going to follow through, because usually what happens is these people with this high need don't tend to follow through on stuff, right? So ask people to help you with that. Hold your feet to the fire, hold you accountable that you're going to follow through on a routine task. um, and it's not going to be particularly exciting, so you're gonna need some people there to help you out. um, and people to help keep you in the present moment. So if you're going to do something with a friend or something, um, you know, get them and explain to them ahead of time. Get them to, grab your arm and drag you back and go, no, look at this for a minute. Isn't this great? Look at how that looks. Listen to the water. Listen to the, like, get someone to help you that way, because it just slow down for a minute, because sometimes we run so automatically, we react rather than respond. We run through life, and life's busy and chaotic and noisy enough. So
Yeah, usually people with this priority typically benefit of with for personal trainers, for example. Why do you move your mouth when you read? That's weird. Well, anyways, so
oh, I
personal
could say
trainers are
something.
really good at this because they can help keep them on task. They can make routines not feel
That
like
is
routine,
perfect. That's
and
perfect.
that's usually the biggest challenge that they have is being able to keep people moving along and keep them excited about what they're doing.
Yeah, I hated the gym. I tried to be a gym rat for 10 years. Oh my God. I finally just said, you know what? I'm not. Like, I just accept it. I'm not a gym
I
person. I'd
love it.
rather there's so many other more fun things you could do for exercise. Why would you go to the gym?
Like what? I don't get it. I don't understand what you're saying. I love the gym. I love being able to lift weights. I love being able to. I okay now cardio. Yeah, no. If I want cardio, I'll go work. That's my job is enough cardio for me. I don't need to do more than that. But
Yeah.
yeah, I love going to the gym. I love lifting
Ugh.
weights. I love being able to, push myself to that point of where I feel like I'm absolutely going to puke if I lift another pound.
Oh my God.
I know it's there's I'm sure it's a sickness. I'm sure there's some doctor out there who's studying it, and at some point in the future
No.
they'll give us all a pill and we'll all shrivel up into little tiny teeny stick men, but whatever. It's
No, you're not alone. I've heard other people say that too. It's just that next level. Isn't that just that next level adrenaline workout?
I think so. I think so. But anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, you
it's
have to
it's
be
that type of
self-driven.
people.
Yeah, you have to be self-driven too. You do 12-ounce curls every night. Great. I think that's more a comment for
Yes,
you,
I'm
CJ.
doing a 12-ounce Mountain Dew curl tonight. Anyways,
Yeah.
maybe I should
Yeah.
have done a few 12-ounce curls and I wouldn't have gotten so frazzled tonight. But anyways, I do want to thank each and every one of you for showing up tonight and checking out the show. Because without you, we don't have a show. We don't have any reason to be here. You are our reason. So thank you very much,
Mm.
Todd and Dave and Alicia and Ashley and let me see who else was it. Oh wow.
There was
Oh,
lots
there's
of people.
Joanne. She joined us again tonight. Wow, there's so many folks. Thank you very
Yeah.
much for joining us,
And that took the test
Stephanie,
and went and took the test.
and went and took the test. So thank you very much. I appreciate each and every one of you. You know, and you want to find out more, all you got to do is go to gritandgracetv.com. You can find us wherever we are on the internet, right there, one spot. Opal, yeah, Blaine, Opal, Ellen.
He's
Yeah,
helping
thank
you.
you.
He's
Thank
helping
you
you.
very much, Dave. Oh my God, you are such. And don't forget to go and Antonella. And thank you very much. And don't forget to go check out the Hollow Nine Network, and you can catch all of the shows that and all of our partner shows everywhere at Mile High Radio. Go download that app. Gotta
Yeah.
gotta download that app because wow, it's amazing. You can catch us every Monday night on Mile High Radio, as well as all these people that we keep mentioning, the Daves, the Drews, the Blaine's on there. I just realized today that he's the Appalachian whatever you
Yes,
however you say it.
Appalachian pie. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, so
absolutely. So yeah, find out all the places we're available on our website. Just that's the hub. Go there. There's our YouTube channel. There's audio only if you don't want to look at our faces and you just want to listen to our voices. And you can catch the audios there. And if you haven't taken the test that goes along with this series, we just started. If you missed last night, you can catch it and go watch it on our website. Right now, it's there. You can watch it. It's also on our Facebook page. But go to our website, click on the show resources tab, and look for the 6 human needs test. Take it. It's an online test, and it'll give you your results. And this is what we're doing is running through them. So last night was certainty. Tonight was uncertainty. Now we're not going to do this again until next Monday, right? Because Fridays are
Friday.
free for all.
No,
Or are
we're
we
just
doing
gonna
it
go
Friday?
straight through.
Oh, we're
Yeah.
going straight through. We're
We're gonna
okay.
keep burning through we're gonna burn right through these.
Okay.
We're gonna do
Okay.
7 straight episodes, and this is
Okay.
gonna be awesome.
Okay. I thought we were gonna. Okay. So we're not doing Friday free for alls.
See?
Free flow for
Uncertainty.
alls.
There's change. Free Flow Friday.
Variety. Well, this is good. I like that. Okay. So
Yeah.
Friday, join us Friday night. We're going to do the next one. And this is a really interesting one. And this is one that actually a lot of celebrities have as their top need, is the one that we're going to cover Friday night.
So thank you all for watching, but we are out of time. And like Dave says, pooping isn't a need, but everybody does it.
Oh, thanks, Dave. Thanks, everybody.